planes. This right here is an embodied form of the violet ray spectrum. Tap in and tune in Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Grand Rising with ChristoLight, your sacred space for discovering the Ascended Masters in crystal healing. Ashe. The Orion beings, the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, the Sirians, Andromedans. We're going to dive into each one individually, and they'll all have their own episode. It's going to be pretty cool and fascinating. So the Platinum Ray is not from this galaxy. It is Andromedan in nature, and is being used by divine dispensation. Has been made available to this planet in order to purify, reveal truth, get to the heart of the situation, heal, aid manifestation, and for personal and planetary ascension. It is stellar cosmic enlightenment. The platinum crystal in the earth is connected to the sun disk network, and this activates stages of balancing for the feminine masculine principle and the mental bodies. Connection with these crystalline frequencies will begin to heal anti-life reversal current, metatronic reversals, and artificial signals of mind control. In the individual light body, the entire solar plexus area reconfigures the mental body layers into a golden solar gate energy vortice. And then you have, the golden star with Mario as well. And the golden star hyperactivates his physical body. And then the rainbow star is more feminine and hyperactivates Mario's light body. And you can even see it in the image too. You can see that Mario doesn't have physical makeup. He doesn't have physical nature while he's in the rainbow star state. You can see that he has no eyes. And he's basically like an imprint of his outer shell instead of his outer shell. I mean, holy smokes, guys. I did not think we would be comparing Mario today.
Angels, Metatron is unique. He is depicted as the most powerful of all the angels. So powerful, in fact, that he has been called Little Yahweh. What's more, Metatron is believed to have once been Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, who was
the 144,000 light seeds, the 600,000 light seeds of Adam and the creation of Adam come on, the celestial academies, the soul spark, soul.
Sandalphon, in contrast, is the angel most deeply tied to nature, song, and the tangible world. Together, their twinship represents cosmic duality, thought and action, the spiritual and the physical.
Breathing in these rays of the silver bridge of light. Grand day. Grand rising, everybody. Welcome and thank you for tuning in to this new episode of Grand Rising with ChristoLight. As you guys saw in the replay, we last left off with the 17th divine ray of light, and that is the platinum ray. And we are going to continue into the final ray of the 18 ray spectrum that we are going to be journeying into. And after we have our session today on this 18th ray, we're then going to be transitioning into talking about individual, you can call it starseed lineages, you can call them galactic or cosmic species, or archetypes or beings that govern the different dimensional gateways of the 12-dimensional grid that we are a part of. So that will be starting tomorrow, and we'll be kicking off with Talk About Love. That'll be pretty fun. So let's go ahead and take a look into a review for this episode, the 18th ray.
Ever wondered what it feels like to align with cosmic purpose? Let's dive into the Diamond Ray. Welcome to Grand Rising with ChristoLight. Today we're previewing the mystical 18th ray, the Diamond Ray of multi-universal service. This isn't just any spiritual energy, it's pure radiant light designed to connect you with infinite realms' higher wisdom. Imagine channeling the brilliance of a diamond, but on a cosmic scale. Tuning into the Diamond Ray means activating your highest service, not just for our world, but for the entire universe. It's about stepping up as a force for healing unity transformation across all realities. Ready to expand your consciousness? Join us as we explore how to access this powerful frequency and anchor it in your daily life. Don't miss Grand Rising with ChristoLight, your gateway to the next level of spiritual mastery.
Okay. I have no clue how that came through. The internet wants to act all funny today, so we're just going to bear with it as always. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about the 18th ray, the Diamond Ray of multi-universal service. And with that being said, we're going to be capping off these 18 divine rays today. And let's go ahead and do our self-scan, self-check-in so that we may bring ourselves to center, clear out any negativity, clear out any attachments of the past or the future that could be keeping us from this moment with each other in this beautiful sacred space. So with these self-scan, self-check-ins, I'm just going to guide us with the breath to clearing our mind, clearing our emotions, as well as clearing our body. So as we get into this practice, I'm going to use my singing bowls. All right, we have the heart chakra bowl today. So I'm gonna guide us with the breath. And with the breath, we're just gonna breathe into our mind, breathe into our emotions, breathe into our body. So with that being said, go ahead and get comfortable. You can sit, lay down. If you're in motion and you're standing, that is okay too. So allow yourself to be open and know that you are in tune with the frequencies. So we'll be back in 44 and we'll get started. All right, closing our eyes, relaxing our shoulders, relaxing our toes, our fingers, and our jaw. Breathing deeply through the body, breathing in through the nose. Drawing the breath all the way down the body to the earth, and then exhaling out of the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, down the body, and exhale. Continue to focus on this breath. And as you focus on this breath, I will guide us through our mind, body, emotions. Breathing deeply and lovingly. And as we breathe, beginning to bring our observation into our mind, the mental body. As we begin to observe the mind, we begin to observe, am I having negative thought patterns? Am I continuing to amplify or fuel these negative thought patterns? Am I allowing limited beliefs to take over my mind? Am I in fear of the future? Am I mentally traveling back to the past? If any of this is present, may we clear the mind, clear the entanglement, and bring presence and wholeness to our mind. Breathing with the breath as we clear and balance our hemispheres. Breathing into our mind. Breathing in positive affirmations. I am beautiful. My mind is aligned with my wholeness. I am allowing Christ consciousness to flow through my mind. I am light. I am clear. I am balanced in my hemispheres. Ooh, that rhymes. I am light. I am clear. I am balanced in my hemispheres. Releasing and letting go of any fear of the future, the deep, extreme polarities that may be present in the world, the propaganda, the programming, letting it all clear with one more breath. Now we're going to go ahead with the breath and direct our focus into our emotional body, feeling our emotions. As we check in with our emotions, breathing, we are feeling if we are stagnant, if we are holding on to energy in our emotional field that is causing dis-ease and blockages. We are pulling these emotions up to the surface with the breath, and we are releasing with the breath. Stagnant, dense, blocking emotions are leaving our field. If you're holding on to lower emotions such as anger, pain, resentment, fear, may we begin to release these emotions with the breath, consciously acknowledging we no longer wish to carry and be taken over by these emotions of anger, fear, pain, resentment. Letting it all go so we may be present with the gift of life in the presence of our now moment. We are given grace. We are swept with grace, with the diamond light. Consciously breathing. It's now time to move into our physical body. Deeply breathing into the physical body, breathing out of the mouth. As we breathe into our physical body, we observe the different areas that need the breath, breathing into our cells, giving oxygen and electrical currents to our magnetism, regenerating our cellular system, regulating our nervous system with every breath, cleansing our blood, our bones, stretching and balancing the muscles, tissues, and ligaments with every breath, clearing dis-ease and toxins, metals, and other contaminants from our being. Remembering that all physical energy has an imprint in the metaphysical or in the energy realm. We are clearing and balancing our physical through our blueprint and our energy. Stretch your body if you feel. Rotate your body, move it around, shake it, dance a little bit. Maybe do an exercise or a stretch of yoga. Wake that body up, get it moving. All right. So that is our self-scan, self-check-in for today on this beautiful Tuesday, or whenever you tap in and tune into this replay. And thank you guys all for being a part of that. Thank you. Feel free to give your feedback, comments about that wonderful session that we just had. Let me know how you feel compared to how you did feel when you came in. Welcome in, Bree. Good to see you. This is just what I needed this morning. Grand rising to you. Good to see you. And yeah, Soul Healing with Bree. If you guys don't follow her yet, feel free to give her a follow or subscribe. She's also on TikTok and Instagram, and she's just a really wonderful cosmic counselor, if you want to say that. She's a channeler. She also does readings, and she does some other things as well. Balance, centered, and grounded. Roberto Harvey. Grand rising from sunny Portugal. 1419. Lovely meditation. Thank you. Welcome in, Roberta from Portugal. Wow, how fun is that? This is what I love about this stuff, man. We get to connect with our worldwide international community by hopping online and sharing ourselves. Grateful to be present. Grateful to be present as well. Man, you have fam in Portugal. Oh, wow, what a coincidence. Wow. What's up with Portugal right now? Something about that vortex. So, yeah, we're just going to take it slow today. Let's just enjoy being present and just really digest the information and the light codes that come in through this information today. This will be our final ray of the 18 ray spectrum. And then we will be starting into our starseed or galactic lineages tomorrow to talk about their connection to the 12 dimensions in our universe. And tomorrow we will be starting with the Lyrans and Lyra. And then on Thursday, we'll be talking about Andromeda. So we're about to get into some fun stuff. Roberta, it's been a while since I've seen you. So lovely to be aligned today. Hey, glad I'm here. Ashe. Thank you guys for being here. And it's so beautiful to be present. And what I mean by present is present within the above and below, the left and right, the in and out. Feeling all synergy through the heart. And I'm grateful for that today because of all the chaos, all the disruptive energy that's taking place in this world, and all the judgment as well. Something really amazes me. And I'm not going to go further into this, but it just amazes me the very quick judgment, the very quick going online and typing on the keyboard of trying to really label somebody and what that person's whole life is and was by folks that have no clue who the person is, never met them before, probably never even watched like a full video about what they do or who they are. And there's just millions of people just judging someone that passed away. And it's really mind-blowing to me, to be honest. Like, wow, the judgments that I've seen when there's a lot of things that should sit with. Quite interesting. But I'm gonna leave it at that. And everyone's free to be their self, but what you give is what you get, and things will always come back around. Our world needs us to continue anchoring peace, unity, and harmony. We balance the chaos in these ways. Oh, yes. I was relaxed and clicked on your live, and the first round got me. Sat upright and paid attention. Oh, I love that. My guys tell me to observe every time we sense judgment. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Whenever these time periods happen, I go into a super introspective activation mode. And I'm not like negatively affected by any of this stuff, but just feeling it as an empath, some of this stuff is just like, wow, interesting. But anyhow, let's talk about the 18th ray. All right. The 18th ray, the diamond ray of multi-universal service. So as you guys can see, the last ray we did, the 17th, the platinum ray, was for stellar enlightenment. So as you go through the rays, it kind of climbs the ladder and expands into the different spheres of our universal collective and the makeup of our collective. So as you guys can see, we talk about at the 14th, it starts going into a new order of energy. And after that, it goes into galactic service. Then an intergalactic, and then stellar enlightenment. And now this last one is multi-universal service. So it's basically a ladder and expanding it. So the 18th diamond ray of multi-universal service. The diamond ray is pure source energy of Mother, Father, God that is made up of all the color energy rays of the spectrum, including black, the void that holds all possibilities, and the gold masculine, the silver feminine rays. It is rainbow fire, the power of all the rays combined. It is a ray of transcendence. It contains divine knowledge and exceptional healing power, and so can be the invoked for sound and color therapy and for healing purposes. It fills you with pure divine light that expands your awareness, bringing greater wisdom and understanding of your truth. It transforms you into your light body, and so aids ascension. It powers transition, transformation, transcendence, and resurrection. Its powerful light is stepped down for easier assimilation into the 10th pearlescent ray of the light body, and further down to the 4th white crystal ray of purity. Therefore, you can start by invoking the 4th ray and work up to the 10th and the 18th ray as you progress on the path of ascension. Beautiful. So then it talks about the Cosmic Council 12. And the Cosmic Council 12 is comprised of 12 different representatives from 12 different star nations. And they are comprised of high light beings that decide everything that happens through the universe, guiding evolution, and they work with the 18th ray. They are similar to the Galactic Council of 12 that I mentioned in the article of the 15th Silver Gold Ray of Galactic Service, the Intergalactic Council 12 with the 16th White Gold Ray of Intergalactic Service, and the Universal Council 12 that works with the 17th Platinum Ray of Stellar Enlightenment. Man, that's so interesting. 12. 12, 12, 12. So there's 3 angelic pairs. There are the angelic and archaea, or the archangel and archaeas that work with the diamond ray. That is Metatron and Sophia, Lady Constance, Archangel Raziel and Archaea Jokara, which is Lady Victory, Archangel Azrael and Archaea Magdalena, and that is Lady Mercy. And yes, Magdalena is actually the oversoul of Mary Magdalene. So it's not the direct incarnation of Mary Magdalene. It is the higher soul that has incarnated as other beings, including Mary Magdalene. And we're about to get deep into this stuff. It's about to be fun. I got some good videos for us today. Boom, boom. Stellar Enlightenment. Wow, my guys literally channeled that through me last week. Really? Wow. Stellar Enlightenment. That's fascinating. I mean, that just doesn't happen. I mean, I'm not like... Ooh, that's so deep. You don't talk about these rays all the time, so this is like very interesting. And Bree, you can always reach out to me. Feel free. If you ever feel like, you know, we have some grid codes or downloads that can help the collective, just reach out. We could always team up and do some cool things for the collective. Let's see. Nice synchronicity for you, Roberta, baby. Feels so good to hear this truth. Oh yeah. Wow, rewind. She said, wow, rewind. What about Mary Magdalena? No, we're not going to rewind. We're going to go forward because we're going to be watching a video about Mary Magdalena. And not just her, but oh, you know nothing about those rays, huh? Cool. It's always something to learn, that's for sure. Yeshua. All right, so before we go into the archangels and guides that connect us with the diamond ray, we're going to move over into the Ascension Glossary. The ascensionglossary.com. And we're going to read about the diamond heart. So the diamond heart refers to the crystal lotus heart in the light body of an higher heart activated human, or the crystal heart network that acts as a central hub that directs the many tributaries of energetic current and frequency through the planetary grid network. Many of the Earth's major cities across the globe have been purposely organized and built by the Masons to be centrally populated around the grid system of a diamond heart network. The diamond heart, or the crystal cluster networks of crystal hearts in the Earth grid, has been either artificially programmed, dormant, or cut off since the negative alien invasion. The crystal diamond heart bodies in the Earth grid network used to emanate life-giving pranic and spiritual force into many layers of the human collective consciousness fields, giving energetic nourishment to all life forms, which increases energetic balance, coherence, and health. During the ascension cycle, the Guardian Host mission is to gradually support rehabilitation of the planetary grid network and to conduct and transmit tribe wave fields. And as a result of running Trinity waves, these central diamond heart hubs are systematically becoming more active or brought online. The diamond heart crystals are activated with a human's personal light body when, during the monadic initiation, the thymus complex activates and the inner spirit connects with the permanent seed atom in the thymus gland. The planetary diamond hearts are systematically being programmed by Trinity wave coding to be able to transmit cosmic divine mother frequencies back into the earth core and circulate that on the surface grid and into the human bodies. The planetary circulatory system, or planetary grid network, has accumulated massive amounts of dead energy and miasma that will be built up in this network, and this eventually kills the crystal heart and the crystal seed existing within. This dead energy structure damages or crushes the permanent seed atom. It creates metatronic reversals, and when the heart is filled with dead energy, it is called a Anubian black heart. We have learned the reversal life energy of the Christo Sophia was collected into negative form bodies through the Baphomet or black magic grid networks, which are satanic in nature. The permanent seed atom. While embedded in the ascension cycle, star seeds and indigos are attempting to embody as much of our monadic consciousness and activate the permanent seed atom in our higher heart complex and thymus gland. As we activate the permanent seed atom, we activate and change the pulse rhythm in the grid on the planet to help build the diamond heart networks for the planet. So many areas of the planetary grid are damaged, and the planetary heart is damaged by the Anubian black hearts. So are running in energetic reversals that are called metatronic reversal. If we can hold this higher base pulse rhythm of the 12D shield and above, we create a circumstance or circumference in an area where we can literally create a safe zone. Wow. Hydration check for everybody. We can create a circumference in an area where we can literally create a safe zone on the Earth's surface. We are being asked to create safe zones on the planet Earth surface grid by guardian contacts. If we can embody the 12D ray coding and above, we can create safe zones or ascending hubs on the planet. The more of us that can do this, the more safe zones we're going to have available on the planet. More people are going to have the opportunity to be able to pick up the DNA activation coding they need and not get sucked down into the negative agenda controllers AI system where this seed atom could be shattered. You know, and that's a great way to remind ourselves that we have the power within us. You know, we have the tools. Like, we're able to create retreats. We are able to create festivals. We are able to create events. We are able to create campouts. We are able to create group trips. We can take grid working trips. Like, if we're a community, we're building as a community, you know, we can plan grid working stations and we can plan events and retreats. And then these containers become safe spaces or the safe zones to help anchor in the DNA codes. And that's what I'm doing to this day. For the past year, since August of last year, I have literally been on the mission of hosting retreats and event spaces so people can access these codes in the midst of this world. And I've been doing that basically every month since August of last year. I've been hosting retreats and other beautiful spaces. And I also have an international community as well, the Sacred Kingdom, where you guys can be a part of a daily community that's soul family based. And we're building together, doing workshops, sharing our gifts, boosting each other, promoting, and doing all these wonderful things. I also have a retreat next month in October. October 17 and 19, I'm going to be hosting a Peruvian shamanic healing retreat with a Peruvian shaman coming out. And I will also have some other beautiful practitioners, some live music, homemade food, things of that nature. Mary Magdalena, I've been to France and her area. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I can't wait to dive into the videos. You guys are going to love it. I've been getting shifts and insights. We are creating one today, the three of us in our locations. That's right. We are creating a safe space zone right now in this moment. Let the diamond rays pour. Shine bright like a diamond. That's right. New Earth codes coming in. I'd love to come to America and join you. I wish. Oh, Roberta, to stay in touch, you know, reach out to me. If you need any contact, I'll give you my email. Go ahead and put it in the comments for you. And you can always reach out to me and, you know, you can reach out and just let me know what you can work with and when you can come out to America and we can see what's going on. You've been wanting to go to France, Bree? Oh, Linda, Grand Rising, Linda. Good to see you. I need a sponsor to pay for travel and etc. Okay. Well, we'll see what's up. We can definitely talk and see what's going on. That's a beautiful image there too. I'm gonna put that up on the screen for a moment for you guys. So it's the Christ seed atom image. Wow, it's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I almost got tears in my eyes looking at it. Talk about activation codes. How's this one feel for you, Bree? I'm sure you get something off of that. Golly. All right. I could look at that all day. It's literally getting tears in my eyes. So yeah, I think we'll just leave it there. There's some other stuff as well. You guys can always check out the link. The link is in the description for both sites. So, check it out anytime at your free will. I already put them down there for you guys in the description. So now let's go ahead and talk about, well, not just talk about, but let's go ahead and watch together, because we have some videos to watch together. Let's kick back and watch some pretty cool stuff about some guides and ascended beings that help us with this 18th ray. ChristoLight. That's right. ChristoLight frequencies. All right, so we have a few videos, so this is gonna be fun. And let's see where we kick off. It's kind of a mystery because I can't see the exact beginning of who they're gonna be talking about. But let's go ahead and do the shortest one first.
Have you ever felt drawn to deep spiritual mysteries, sacred knowledge, or unlocking the secrets of the universe? If so, you may already be connecting with Archangel Raziel, the keeper of divine secrets and the angel of esoteric wisdom. Archangel Raziel is the divine keeper of secrets and mystical knowledge, guiding souls to higher wisdom, spiritual enlightenment, and the hidden truths of the universe. Raziel's name means secret of God, and he is the bridge between the divine realms and human understanding. He whispers sacred truth to those who are ready to expand their consciousness and awaken to their highest potential. So here are 5 ways that Archangel Raziel can help you. Number 1, he can help you to unlock hidden knowledge. If you seek deeper spiritual understanding, Raziel can guide you through ancient wisdom, sacred geometry, past life insights, and divine mysteries. Number 2, enhance psychic abilities. Raziel can help you develop clairvoyance, intuition, and dream recall. If you've been experiencing visions, synchronicities, or intuitive downloads, he may already be working with you. And number 3, activate past life memories. If you feel connected to past lives or ancient civilizations, Raziel can help you retrieve past life knowledge and clear karmic blocks. And number 4, manifestation and alchemy. Raziel holds the secrets of the law of attraction and can teach you how to use your energy to manifest abundance, love, and spiritual growth. And number 5, deepen meditation and spiritual practice. Call upon Raziel when meditating or seeking higher wisdom. His energy can bring divine revelations, guiding you toward enlightenment. So how do we connect with Archangel Raziel? Set the intention to receive his wisdom in dreams or meditation, or keep a journal to write down intuitive insights and downloads, or visualize a shimmering rainbow light around you, which is Raziel's energy, and say to yourself, Archangel Raziel, reveal to me the divine wisdom I need to fulfill my life's purpose. Have you ever felt Raziel's presence or received sacred insights from him? Share your experiences in the comments.
Archangel Raziel. So not a commonly named archangel, but wow. Archangel Raziel is one of my favorites to work with. Archangel Raziel is good for the third eye center, helps you connect to your intuitive side, your psychic senses, your cosmic consciousness, the thing like the etheric, akashic type of feel. That is Archangel Raziel. So I'm going to read a little bit more for you guys as well. So Archangel Raziel is known as the secrets of God, and he is the one who collects all of God's secrets in a book titled Sefer Raziel, which means the Book of Raziel. The legend goes on to tell us that when Adam and Eve were expelled from Eden, Raziel gave the Sephir Raziel to Adam, and again later to Noah, at the time of the Great Flood. In this way, the keeper of the enigma of God is also the initiator of individual human destiny. He offers indigo rays with all the colors of the rainbows. The indigo rays carries divine insight, which is privy to bring physical healing, clarity of the mind, and divine insight. He can assist you to possess greater clarity with divine guidance, help you to gain deeper spiritual insights, and enhance clairvoyance, alchemy, and divine magic. He uses the rainbow colors, the rainbow fire, the diamond ray, to spark all wisdom within and ignite inspiration with all its glorious colors. The rainbow light will aid your visions and bring light to your soul mission. As you become more self-aware, your self-knowledge and personal understanding will increase, and your thoughts will deepen into wisdom. He can aid your spiritual development and enhance your psychic powers. Wow. Archangel Raziel, again. Archangel Raziel. Bree says, love Archangel Raziel, especially going to the halls of Amenti. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Don't get me started about the halls of Amenti. The Akasha. To develop my what? I'm writing it down. Oh, develop your I gotta figure out what part you're talking about. Helps with developing deeper insight, physical healing, clarity of the mind, divine insight. Can also help with enhancing your clairvoyance, your alchemy, and divine magic, and also ignites the inspiration of wisdom within, and it helps you with your vision and your soul mission of what to be aware of, your knowledge of self, and personal understanding. All right, so we're going to go ahead and continue into our next guide to connect with.
Archangel Azrael's name means whom God helps. He is also known as the Angel of Death. Legend says that before the creation of man, Azrael proved to be the only angel brave enough to go down to earth and face the hordes of evil in order to bring God the materials needed to make man. For this service he was made the Angel of Death and given a register of all mankind. He is also be portrayed as a resident of the third heaven. Archangel Azrael is said to hold a scroll concerning the fate of mortals, recording and erasing their names at their birth and death. He is responsible for taking the souls of the deceased away from the body. Azrael does not act independently, but is only informed by God when the time is up to take a soul. Archangel Azrael is the angel who lovingly guides souls through the transition of death. He makes them feel safe and secure and assures they don't suffer in their dying process. Azrael helps these newly passed over souls adjust to their new spiritual existence on the other side. Archangel Azrael also comforts the survivors of those who have died, and helps them process their loss and heal their grief by holding them in his wings. He provides grieving people with love, healing energy, as well as material, spiritual and emotional support, besides helping all souls in transition and their remaining loved ones. Archangel Azrael also guides professionals who are involved in preparing the dying like nurses, clergy, and hospice workers. During our life here on earth, Azrael assists us with important transitions, such as endings and new beginnings in our lives, by helping us navigate smoothly through different life changes and cycles. He also helps us release anything that is blocking our spiritual growth. Archangel Azrael also supports spiritual teachers and counselors by guiding their words and actions. Call upon Archangel Azrael when you need to shield yourself from absorbing your client's pain and grief. Azrael is filled with healing light, ready to guide those who are experiencing heartbreaks due to the loss of a loved one, a dream, a job, a relationship, or anything that brings someone into a state of loss. In Western traditions, Azrael is usually depicted as a hooded angel of death. However, intuitives have observed Archangel Azrael as a winged man in a creamy white robe. Azrael is a divine light that absorbs sorrows and grief and helps people keep it together when their souls are aching. Here's a channeled message from Archangel Azrael to you. Dear one, you are bound for greatness, so never fear, for we are here to support, guide, bless and protect you. Never fear the changing times, because it is for the transformation of all. Everyone is here on a journey through different levels, so respect each one's path. You are meant for greater things, far more than what you can think of now. So rest assured that you are always being guided to your highest good, and never fear if you make mistakes. All is being healed and you are meant for a higher dimension. You are being called for something marvelous. Your existence in this world was not an accident. Your life in this timeline has been planned for many eons ago, and everything is going according to plan. Nothing was a mistake. If you have painful memories of the past, it's there for a reason. Your painful experiences were there for a reason. There's no need to regret, because everything will always lead you to something greater. You will realize soon that it's okay, nothing ever changed from your past, because it all led and will lead to something far greater than you can ever imagine. You will look back and see you had a good run, before you move on to your next soul journey. Enjoy the process this year, because you're going to level up on all aspects of your life. Focus on your growth and no need to compare your life from others. Your life and your journey are already precious on their own. Don't forget that if the burden gets too heavy, leave it all to God and the angels. We are always here to support and guide you. Your purpose, mission and life are all being protected by the divine. Nothing can ever take away your light.
Ooh, how beautiful. Now we have learned and became fully consciously aware of who the angel of death is and the real insight into what that means and what kind of position that is. And it's a very important position for sure, because, man, imagine if we were being assisted and guided out of the after, into the afterlife, this physical incarnation, or we leave this body through a sudden impact that could very much, disorientate our consciousness when we leave the body. And then, if we didn't have guides and other beings that were there for us on the other side, then Whew, man. It would be interesting, that's for sure. So it's really cool and fascinating how these different levels of existence work, and I gotta say it's quite fascinating. Bree said, I've experienced death in this life, and I can affirm it is safe, and we are surrounded by support the whole way through. That's right. No matter what level of life we're in, we have guidance, and we have perfect, balanced beings of the law of one that are in place to assist us. So beautiful. And we've talked about this stuff throughout this series. If you go back, to the beginning of this series, which you guys can do on the YouTube channel, I really talk about some of the more basics and fundamentals of our universe and how it functions and all these different things. The Karmic Council, the Intergalactic Council that helps, make sure that we're receiving ascension codes, all these different things. So beautiful. It's actually quite smooth. It's not what we're taught about. I've experienced open and third eye mirror. So guess that's a death, and yes, return to my body. Absolutely. This is a great thing to repeat as an affirmation for yourself any day is always guided, always protected, and sovereign. I love that. Everything in threes. Always guided, always protected, and sovereign. It's kind of like threefold flame energy. All right. So how do you guys like these archangels so far? Raziel and Azrael. I feel like they're not talked about very often. So it's really nice to learn about them. But Azrael also connects us to the Akashic records. So he's the master of the Akasha. And he also sponsors all souls who are taking to the golden planet that he embodies, where they can safely be isolated while they are reviewing and coming to terms with their lives and transform back into a state of grace. He works with the galactic chakra that borders the physical and non-physical, and he also works with the other higher etheric chakras. The galactic chakra can also be known as the causal chakra, between the physical and non-physical. All right, so we're going to continue into our next video. Yeah, we got a few videos, so we're going to enjoy ourselves today.
For centuries, Mary Magdalene has been painted as the fallen woman, a sinner, a prostitute, a shadow trailing behind the footsteps of men. But that story was not truth, it was propaganda. In the year 591, Pope Gregory declared her a whore from the pulpit. With a single sermon, her memory was defiled, her name chained to shame, so her light could never shine again. The church needed her silence, because Mary carried something Rome could never control. She carried the hidden gnosis, the flame of sovereignty. Mary was not a servant to men, she was the flame beside the flame, the mirror to the Christ energy, the balance that Rome erased. She was called the apostle to the apostles, the one who carried the hidden gnosis when the others scattered in fear. Mary did not bow to the system, she carried the bloodline. She carried the codes of remembrance, the womb as temple, the body as flame. She was never meant to be shamed, she was meant to be crowned. Mary spoke of a kingdom not in the sky, not locked in temples, but within. The Gospel of Mary, hidden for centuries, tells us that salvation was never through priests or Rome. It was through remembrance. She taught that the soul rises by releasing the chains of fear, of desire, of ignorance. That the true journey begins when you silence the archons inside. This was dangerous knowledge, because it freed the soul from the system, and a free soul cannot be owned. That is why her words were torn away, buried in the sands of Egypt, and hidden until our time. Mary taught a truth the church could never hold. She said the kingdom is not in the sky, not buried in stone temples, but within. The Gospel of Mary, hidden for centuries, reveals that salvation was never bought with rituals, never granted by priests, never owned by Rome. It was through remembrance, through waking up to what you already are. She taught that the soul rises by shedding its chains, the chains of fear, the chains of desire, the chains of ignorance. When the archons whisper despair, you silence them. When they feed illusions, you remember the source flame within. This was dangerous knowledge, because it freed the soul from contracts, from control, from the loop, and a free soul cannot be owned. That is why her teachings were torn from the record, buried in the sands of Egypt, sealed until now. Because this generation was the one meant to find them. Mary's truth was too dangerous for the system, because she proved the sacred did not belong to Rome. It lived in every soul. She was the balance to the Christ flame, the feminine half of the code. Together they revealed a union beyond control, a union of equals. The parasites could not allow that, so they smeared her. They rewrote her as the whore, while crowning Peter as the rock. They split the flame in two and chained women in silence for centuries. But the smear was not just about her, it was about severing humanity from the womb, from the feminine, from the source of creation itself. To erase Mary was to erase half of God, and the church has been feeding on that wound ever since. Mary carried more than words, she carried the bloodline, the dragon flame that Rome could never extinguish. Through her, the sacred union was sealed in flesh, the womb as temple, the body as chalice, the blood as memory. The Magdalene line was not just ancestry, it was sovereignty, a living key that kept source alive in this realm. That is why she was hunted, that is why her story was twisted. Because in her womb lived the continuation of the flame. Every child of that line carried the codes, every daughter and son became a threat to the system. This was not about one woman, it was about the future of humanity itself. Her voice was buried under centuries of lies, her teaching scattered, her name defiled. But truth does not die, it waits. And now, in this age of awakening, her words rise again. The Magdalene flame is returning, not through cathedrals, not through priests, but through those who carry the same memory in their blood, the same codes in their soul. Every woman who refuses to bow, every man who honors the feminine as equal, every soul that remembers the kingdom within. These are the children of Magdalene, the ones who will not be silenced, the ones who carry her voice into the grid of today. Rome could chain her story, but it could not chain her flame. And her flame has returned to finish what was begun. They tried to break her with labels, tried to bury her under Rome's shame system, but even their rewritten scriptures couldn't kill her flame, because her gospel wasn't just written in words, it was etched in blood, in birth, in the ancient memory of every soul who still remembers her name. They say she anointed him before his death, but what if the anointing wasn't for burial? What if it was for return? A sacred oil ritual to seal the resurrection, one only a womb bearer could perform. Because she didn't just follow him, she carried him. Not just in love, not just in body, but in blood. She was the vessel that preserved the line, the flame that wasn't extinguished at the cross. They couldn't stop the body from dying, so they tried to stop the blood from surviving. But the Magdalene moved in secret, and so did her daughters. France, Scotland, underground temples, coded relics. Everywhere her feet touched the flame left a mark. They rewrote the resurrection, made it a tomb tale instead of a womb ritual. But the real miracle wasn't that he rose, it's that she remembered how to bring him back. They thought the story ended in silence, but silence is never the end for a woman born of flame. They didn't kill her, they crowned her in exile. Her footsteps vanished from Jerusalem, but they echoed across oceans. South of Gaul, the whispers began, she arrived by sea. A boat with no sail, no oars, no map, only faith. The locals said she walked off that boat barefoot, carrying nothing but salt, oil, and the gospel of blood memory. She didn't preach, she radiated. And they came to her, not for ritual, but remembrance. They say she held a cave like a temple, lit candles from nothing, turned herbs into medicine, and wept over stones that had once held giants. Because she knew, not just the system, but the beginning before the system. She wasn't hiding, she was preserving. A bloodline, a truth, a code sealed inside the womb of every dragon daughter who still wakes up burning and doesn't know why. She didn't run from the empire, she walked through it untouched. Because Mary was never hiding, she was planting. And what she planted wasn't fear, it was flame. A living record passed not through scrolls, but through soul. After the cross, the empire watched her, they followed her, but they could not interpret her because what she carried was encrypted. A sacred flame only those with memory could recognize. The whispers say she sailed with nothing, but that's not true. She carried the most dangerous treasure on earth, something Rome could never kill. A child, not of flesh alone, but of frequency. A bloodline encoded with the key. They say the sea turned calm as she passed, as if even the elements obeyed her grief. She did not weep for what was lost. She ignited what was to come. The south of Gaul was never random. It was a portal, a place of prophecy, and she knew exactly where to anchor. Because Mary didn't carry the aftermath of a man, she carried the continuation of the mission. And the mission wasn't death, it was decoding the serpent. Not to destroy it, but to reveal what it once was before it was cursed. She knew the serpent had been rewritten, demonized, twisted into evil. But Mary had memory of Eden, and the serpent wasn't the villain, it was the trigger, the awakener, and she was its keeper. The truth was this: she didn't come to be a wife. She came to be a guardian of the original code. The flame wasn't in a tomb, it was in her womb, and it was never meant to stay buried. They never erased her, they only made her more dangerous. Because every time they buried her name, she rose in another woman's body, in another mother's blood, in another seeker's dream. They renamed her, they rewrote her, they wrapped her in shame and silence. But Magdalene was never theirs to own. She didn't belong to their temples, she didn't answer to their bishops. She didn't kneel at their altars, because her altar was the body, the womb, the water, the truth. She didn't preach from scrolls, she remembered from blood. She didn't lead armies, she led awakenings. She didn't fear the serpent, she understood it. She didn't follow Jesus, she walked beside him. Not as a student, not as a wife, but as a keeper of the code. The church tried to sever her from the cross, but the cross was never theirs. It was hers, the four directions, the womb gate, the star key, the flame point. And that flame, it never bowed to Rome, it never kissed the ring. It rose from beneath the ruins, lit candles in caves, healed the broken and carried the code of remembrance through every age of silence. They called her the whore, but she was the holy. They called her unclean, but she held the bloodline. They called her lost, but Magdalene was never lost. They were just too afraid to follow her.
Ooh-wee. Good old Mary. Mary is channeled through me for quite a while. She's here to support our authentic and unique expression. She holds codes that are available to everyone, every single soul. You can call on her. I carry her codes with honor, integrity, and strength. Now I'm sobbing. Oh. Let it flow. Truth and truth. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you guys a little bit about the Magdalene flame. So this isn't about Mary specifically, it's about the Magdalene flame, which transcends Mary. So Azrael's twin flame is Lady Mercy, or Archaea Magdalena. She acted as a guide, a guiding conscience of Mary Magdalene, who was Mary of Bethany, who was the soulmate and partner of Yeshua, sharing his life and teaching and supporting his work. As Archaea Magdalena, she carries the Magdalene flame, which is the feminine version of Master, a silvery blue flame of innocence, purity, and love that contains original source energy. Mary Magdalene, as an ascended Lady Magda, also carries the Magdalene flame that restores with pure divine energy and the flame of hope. Magdalena is also known as Lady Mercy, an angel of resurrection, bearing the pearlescent white resurrection flame that lights our path of spiritual development and ascension, and thus bring a new life to overcome physical death. Her attribute of mercy, the infinite flow of divine love and forgiveness, works hand in hand with Azrael's gift of transitions and transformation and growth through death and rebirth. Her mercy brings the power of forgiveness to heal all karma and right all wrongs, which is also part of the work achieved on the Golden Planet. Magdalena's message: I work with visionary abilities in creating a vision for one's mission and the next step on their path, especially steps of great transition. I help purify and resurrect the Magdalene flame of source energy and the resurrection flame. I use the light to magnetize one forward on their path. I inspire and help them create with their visions. When I brought this to Mary Magdalene, this is how she also served with Yeshua in the Christ mission. I bring you light, love, and inspiration to guide you forward, movement on your life path. Wow, how beautiful. Phew-wee. Definitely feeling that one. Wowzer. Whew, wow. All right, let's go ahead and tap into our last guide.
Hello, my loves. Happy Thursday. I hope this message finds you well. We've just moved through the equinox portal and we find ourselves in April, and I'm wondering how you are. We've received so many light codes, so much change. We've been squeezed. I know a lot of people feel as though there's been so much shedding again, and we've been squeezed, so that everything that is not in alignment with our higher self, with our highest timeline, is being asked to be released. And that's no easy undertaking at any point, but especially I feel in this intensity where, again, the global situations, the global landscape is so intense. So I just wanted to bring through a very simple and very powerful meditation from Archaea Victory today. Here she is, standing beneath the diamond ray of universal ascension, magic and wisdom. And she stands here with her counterpart, Archangel Raziel. And she has an activating influence over our crown, sorry, our third eye, our crown, and our stellar gateway chakras. And she brings us the diamond ray. This is the highest vibrational ray that we can attune ourselves to in our physical form at this time. And when we do so, we are allowing our spiritual gifts to be magnified. We are stepping into the divinity, the essential self, our higher self, our I am presence. And we are claiming that unashamedly. And by doing so, we are activating all of these gorgeous diamond ray facets, as the diamond has so many facets, so many different faces, which help it to reflect so much light, so we can become, when we align ourselves with the diamond ray. So in the interest of our highest good and the highest good of all, because when we raise our vibration, of course, that has an amplification in the field, so we are able to radiate that frequency out to benefit all of those within our closest vicinity. And it's been said up to 20 miles. So I want to invite you into this meditation now, my loves. If you can place your hand on your heart, and this comes from Callista's beautiful book, The Female Archangels, which introduces you to each of the Archaea in turn. Close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, and start to breathe, start to connect with the breath, and feel how Victory places a huge radiant diamond above your head. And that diamond starts to spin. And it represents the heart essence of Source. Source light, Source energy, Source love, divine love. And as it begins to gently spin around you, it cascades this beautiful diamond ray, rainbow, gold and diamond light, showered above, around and into you, down upon you, breathing in these heavenly rays now, placing your hand on your heart if that is accessible and comfortable for you. And we'll take 3 breaths as we breathe in this ray. So inhaling, breathing that in, exhaling, exhaling the diamond, rainbow, and gold ray into your space. And once more, inhaling, exhaling, filling your auric field with this diamond, rainbow, and gold ray. And once more, inhaling and exhaling. Feeling your auric field like a bubble of diamond, rainbow, and gold ray encasing you like a cloud of diamond essence. And now, as you continue to breathe, watch how the diamond above you shrinks and condenses and comes down through the crown of your head and moves down to rest in your beautiful heart space. And then it starts to spin once more gently. And as it starts to rotate, it reflects outwards from every cell of your body, every tissue. This facet of diamond ray, bathing your light body with this frequency. And our Archaea Victory now assists you in allowing this diamond ray to awaken you fully to your divinity, to your magnificence, and to your full spiritual gifts. And allowing through the wisdom codes of you as angel, as wisdom keeper, as sage, as priest, as priestess, being uploaded from your awareness and coming down into your diamond heart. And she says to you, focus your loving attention and intention on what lights you up, for you are here to blaze new trails and co-create the ascent of New Earth. All you create and empower in this life is the legacy you'll leave. Make it great, make it meaningful. Empower all through the fire that burns within you. You are a diamond. Stand tall and brilliant. Radiate always in every way. Breathing in this message now, allowing it to flow through every cell, knowing that it is done, opening your eyes. I will place that beautiful meditation beneath, and over the next week and days, just allow yourself to receive all of those opportunities, those circumstances, those interactions. They may be so simple as taking a step out into the open air, placing your barefoot on the ground and breathing in the fresh prana, the fresh air, and receiving the solar codes. But whatever it is that lights you up, my loves, allow that to happen. I'm sending you so much love. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you soon. Bye now.
Wow. That was a beautiful way to close out this episode. And I'm so grateful for the way that the divine just dominoed all those videos, leading us into that closing practice with the diamond ray. And man, I feel splendid right now. Like, ooh, that's right. What a day. Bree said, what a day. 10:30 in the rising. Oh, I love it. It literally feels like we've gone through a whole day of just energy and enlightenment and beauty and love. That's how timeless we are. That's how timeless this energy is. So grateful to you from my heart. Oh, I'm grateful for you as well. Light and free. Shine like a diamond. Shine like a diamond. All right, so this will do it for today's episode. You guys can tune in a little bit later today at 4 p.m. Eastern. You guys can catch Soul Awakening with Sandra, and she'll be talking about karma and dharma, and I'll be producing that for her as well. And then also tomorrow I'll be live again at 9 a.m. Eastern, and we will be diving into our first of the galactic starseed lineages. So we're going to be kicking off, and we're going to be starting with the 12th dimensional Lyran and Lyra constellation and soul family. So tune in and tap into that. I'm sure some of us are feeling intrigued by that, and some of us are also Lyrans ourselves, including myself as well. And yeah, I look forward to it. So that being said, any closing words in the comments for anybody? Feel free to drop your love, your closing comments. I'll put it up on the screen. And my closing comments to you guys, just embrace what is. Embrace the totality of who you are, knowing that you are the divine. You are given free will to experience as you feel. And just know that there's an effect. Well, you're the alchemist of your reality. Your mind, body, emotions can be shifted through your own self. And that's the beauty. So shine like a diamond. Try to be all angles and allow yourself to be whole. Shine bright and allow yourself to express your beauty. Gratitude as well to you, Bree. And have a wonderful day. Everybody else, wholeness and balanced love. (2023) Mother Gaia, third dimensional planet, ascending. Thank you from the Sacred Light Broadcast Network and Sacred Light Productions for tapping in and tuning in to all live and replay content, holistic, conscious, for your empowerment. Tap in to the Christ light within. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember that you are the one that you have been looking for. Enjoy this content. If you would like to collaborate or receive production through myself, Marcus ChristoLight, direct message or email me at marcustut23@gmail.com to discuss details. Wholeness and balanced love. Ashe.